Hello, my Jelly Fighters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 26th of May, 2026. So I was just talking about listening to somebody talk about I'm not going to try to pronounce Groningen, Groningen. That's how I pronounce it, Groningen. Um, again, like I said, apparently you can say Grun, but I don't know who actually says Grun. Wikipedia tells me it's an alternate name. It doesn't tell me in what language. Let's see. So, um, and they have an interesting sort of way to keep people from driving in Grun, and so people don't. And it's very interesting that they don't. Um, and in some ways, it sounds almost idyllic, right? Our immunity. Guess we'll see if this is creeping deck. Yeah. So, it's something that I'd like to believe actually works. However, I had a suspicion right away when I was listening to this guy, and I was wondering, first of all, uh, did the people who lived there really like it? Or to be more precise, do um, people like it enough to move there? And what I thought I was going to look at is how expensive it was to live in Brun. Why? Why would I say that? Well, if people really liked it, then there'd be lots of people living there. There'd be lots of people moving there for the quality of life, right? For how wonderful a town it actually is. And that's common, right? A lot of us like to will end up moving places for, sporting and cultural events and things like that. Um, just moving to places like in the United States, places that are of a similar size. Galveston, Texas, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Oh, actually, Grand Rapids, I think, is much larger. So is like Laredo, Texas, or Colorado Springs, Colorado, or someplace like that. Much, much larger than Grun is. So being so small makes it both of that makes it so small, makes it Dutch. Guess since I'm talking about them. Let's see. And what would another one be? And okay, so guess that would be things like that. Curses from a roundabout. Okay, so the first thing I get, and this is not anything astounding, is the quality of life there such that people are moving there. First thing you find out is, no, it's actually one of the cheapest places in the Netherlands to live. Second of all, there hasn't been really any population growth. So that was the next thing I looked at. Uh, there's some paper population growth, but that is really due to, I don't think it's annexation per se. I I think that there was an issue. Okay, so it's not really an issue, but there is a complication in looking at the population figures in that it's not an annexation so much, but a reorganization in the Netherlands of different municipalities. So there has been a recent jump from a population of about 180,000 to a population of about 230,000. That jump is because they added a couple of local cities to, or a couple of local towns to the Grun area. Don't try to pronounce the thing you can't pronounce. It's not going to work out well. I think I'm too far down. Go back up. Try to swap out what's ever in there. Okay. Now all of these guys are good. I don't have any reason to use any of them, right? All of these scrolls are good, but I don't have a reason to use them. I didn't actually search over here. So getting down to brass ones. Um, so already we're at a spot where we're a little bit to find this the idea that this is going to be something that people will want in their cities to be fairly dubious, right? Because people are not coming to the city themselves to take advantage of all the good things this has to offer. It looks, the photographs the guy shows are beautiful. It's exactly how you'd imagine living life in a carless city. But crappity crap. Oh, dee. Okay. That is one way to take care of a problem. Need that Dutch bands. Um, so we think this is bad. Um, Another complication from the particular city is, it's a city of 200,000 people. Maybe we'll call it more than that now. And it has two universities of over 30,000 people in it. Okay, so 30,000 over 30,000 students, about a quarter of the population, they say, is college students. So what we're looking at, it seems to me, and I could be wrong, is a situation where we are looking for. I kept the Dutch bands. Too bad. Let's see. This guy is good. And we're just going to dump it in there. That's going to be like Bass Lane or something like that. Quietus. Ooh, very nice. I don't know the exact rules for quietus. Quietus is not good for jellies, but it is quite good for. But the axe is good for jellies, so I take that back. Strength 14. So I think that's just a random net trap. It would be cool if that were some sort of something, right? So, um, here's the thing. I think that if you have a town with a high number of young people, these all cage keys. Yeah, okay. Then it's highly likely that a solution that works for it is not going to be a solution that works in general for most places. Most places do not get um, That was useless for this one, wasn't it? I didn't need to use it. Oh well. Don't need any of those. That one's not good. Well, got these two guys here. Let's see what I can do when I find my next jelly. I did another detect magic. Perfect. I have telepathy. No. And that's base one mail. So it's just not a good data point. The guy that I had seen doing this or made the video or whatever, I think was fairly young, so he might differ, right? He might think that everything's hunky dory, but in general, I think we're not looking at a position where a we're not looking at a place where where are my dudes? Drop beckoning here. No, 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 no.
Mhm. It was on this level. I hit the
Jelly battery.
That's how you lose your jelly army.
No, it's not a good idea.